everybody, this is Ostuni and welcome back to the return of Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Parallel Quest with Mods. I've been playing FighterZ for a bit, but I never meant for this amount of time to go on before I made another one of these. It's just, I've had so many different games to cover over the past couple of weeks, and that includes FighterZ, that includes Monster Hunter, Digimon, and pretty soon, you guys may have already seen it, Metal Gear Survive, and I don't know how you guys are feeling about that because I haven't even recorded that yet, so I will know whenever it comes out how you guys feel about that. But I wanted to try and sit down and record a couple of episodes of this because DLC 6 is on the way for Xenoverse 2, and that means that potentially, the modding tools may be broken again, but don't worry, we're probably going to fix them pretty quickly. There isn't too much that can happen to break them this time, so I'm not too worried, but I would like to get a jump on actually getting content out to you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. What's going to be our first little mission here? I think we'll go with... Let's go with Beerus, the Impulsive. This is always a fun little one. So, as you guys noticed by the thumbnail, it's Ladies' Day. Actually, it's basically like new Dragon Ball Waifu Day. So, without further ado, let's get to the mods that we're covering today. First mod that we're going to cover, and we're doing these in order, is the Supreme Kai of Time. And I will say, this is pretty dang accurate, except for like a few major, like... Well, actually, just minor details, honestly. I like the halo in the background. The headpiece, like, it could be better, but it's one of those things to where it can be corrected in time. But so far, this is definitely the most accurate version of Supreme Kai of Time's, like, super form that we've seen so far from Dragon Ball Heroes. So, yeah, we're going to have her go first. Next, we actually have a canon waifu, and that is Kefla. So, yeah, Kefla, this is from Mastaklo, I believe it is. And the cool thing is that she can transform. However, just like another mod, you can actually choose which form of hers you really want to start off with. So I think that is a pretty cool thing. Let's see, Super Saiyan 1 and 2? Is there a difference? Maybe a little bit. Maybe I'm just not seeing it, but I will get to a little bit of a criticism about that one. I think I'll have just regular form actually follow us, and then I'll transform up.
Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, I guess that's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, and then finally, #1 waifu ever. Android 21. Now, this is actually pretty good for, like, an original work. This is not imported. This was made before Dragon Ball FighterZ was actually made available, which makes me think that somewhere down the line, we're probably going to get an even more accurate version because someone will probably just rip the model straight out of FighterZ and, like, put it basically into Xenoverse 2 form. But for now... Like I said, this is actually pretty damn good, and the cool thing about it is that you get the dress. You get the lab... Oh, the lab coat actually has physics. That's actually pretty cool, because, like, a good bit of the time you have to deal with, like, just no physics to, like, clothes like that. And then... Majin with the animated tail, and I love it. Oh my god. #1 waifu. Just... Okay, so I will be playing as the Majin version, but we will go through the different versions of the other two battles.
I really should get out and exercise.
I don't know whose voice that is, but, weirdest half job right now. Just the weirdest. I don't know why. But anyway, it's time to see what the Supreme Kai of Time can do. In her new awesome form.
There's no way you
But she's flying literally through the halo. Actually, that's kind of cool. What kind of moveset does she have? I think I have an idea on what it is, but I want to... Can I get to you? Get Frieza. Calm your tits. Actually, that's not what I was expecting. I already see one thing that kind of irks me about this mod, is the halo, like, keeps on going through the character, but I assume that that's something that's a little bit more complicated to program in. I'm no modder, so I wouldn't know. And it seems like she's got quite a bit of, like, punch to her. She eliminated Frieza without any trouble.
I thought I sensed a powerful energy here, but I see only losers.
What's up, Sail? What's up, dude?
Now then,
Alright, Shockwave.
let's make this a memorable little battle.
Huh. Breaker energy wave. Oh, super after image is her technique. She doesn't have a charge move. Okay, after image strike. Okay.
Not bad. Not
Breaker
bad at all.
energy wave. What could that be? I guess that's some kind of custom move, I'm assuming.
Alright, that attack was fairly impressive.
Breaker
I'm
energy.
beginning to think this might be a good battle.
Power key? Okay.
Damn
Oh,
it.
6 bars.
No, this isn't possible. My perfect form should be invincible.
Okay.
Can't stand
I like
losing
it.
like this.
I like it a lot.
Someone's showing promise.
I
Okay,
like it.
you bought yourself more time.
Alright. Well, I do not blame the choice of moves for this character because, two things. We don't know very much about this version of the Supreme Kai of Time, and the other thing is that I'm pretty sure she would, like, avoid, like, actual physical contact as much as possible.
You fight?
Oh, okay.
You're not bad.
Look at this acting shot. I guess it's pretty good for staggering. Yeah, she hits pretty freaking hard. So that's definitely a plus for
Are
her.
you set on defeating all of them on your own?
Oh,
There
indeed,
won't be
I
a
am.
single one left for me.
Something tells me that I could definitely get rid of everybody.
Anyone who wants to
This is actually going to be interesting. I'm going to try something real quick. Let's see. Excuse me. Why can't I use the breaker energy wave? Why can't I do that? Fine. Oh. Oh, come on.
If you let yourself be defeated, you wouldn't have to suffer.
Why can't I use breaker energy wave again? That is so weird.
Impossible.
Yeah, that is impossible. Why can't I use it? Oop.
I won't die.
Well,
I will
mean,
kill
he's
you
dead.
someday.
so that's good.
Wow, you're really laying into them, aren't you?
I
You know
am.
what? Just crush them all.
All right. Cool. I'll do that. Ooh, somebody got a little bit of a fancy. Oh, jeez. What was that? Looked like Super 17's ultimate, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and come here. Come here, you son of a bitch. Oh, dang it! I just misjudged the timing on that just a hair. No. Oh, her face doesn't move either. Okay, so that's another little criticism, but it's a small one, so it's fine. Come on. Ooh. Well, Kefla, good job. You did great.
And that's a wrap.
So
I'll admit, I didn't think you had it in you, kid.
waifus, awesomeness, hell yeah.
I'm moved.
All
really.
right.
In fact, I won't destroy Earth after all, because I'd rather destroy you.
Okay, said fine. Bring it on. Ooh. That's what I like. I guess the breaker energy wave is only usable once because I know I had enough energy before to do it with 6 bars, but I just don't know, like, what's the requirement, unless I need all of my energy? In which I don't understand.
Good. That's the spirit.
No, it doesn't look like I can do it. I don't know what's going on with that. But hey, it's fine. She's got plenty of other tools at her disposal. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. Oh. Come on. Yeah, I did it.
Oh, you're quite good.
Ooh, not bad. Alright, and come on, finish up here.
That was fun. I think I'll have sweet dreams tonight.
So I don't know what the deal is with that actual
Yes, well
super
done.
move.
Quite entertaining.
But I mean, the character is okay. I don't know, she just feels way too defensive for my liking, which, like I said, I can understand why. Like, we don't know anything about her, and up until the point she got that form, she was pretty much like a background-ish looking character. That, we, like, may not just have the tools to actually make accurate moves specifically for her yet, so, yeah. But give me just a second, you guys. We're going to continue things with Kefla. Alright, you guys, we are back with Kefla, and like I said, this mod looks amazing. Keyword looks. Like, it is probably the most accurate version of Kefla that there is right now, but I'm about to... this is gonna be kind of weird, because, like, I don't typically like to roast things, but then again, like, this is one of those things to where I kind of feel a little bit more strongly about, so let's go ahead and get into covering Kefla. Let's see, let's bring back up the HUD. There we go. Alright, so in case you guys didn't notice, all of her moves are non-custom, which is alright, I guess, but at the same time, like, this is a problem that, like, I have with a lot of Mistakalos mods, is that, like, they just, like, they look great, but, like, there's nothing, like, there's no custom moves or anything like that, and when you have so many custom, like, moves, or so many characters with custom moves nowadays, it's kind of hard to ignore. Like, it really is now. But then again, I guess it could be a lot worse. Let's see. A lot of these moves, though, I can live with, though. I actually do like a pretty good bit of these. Let's see what Chaos Shot is. Ooh, that's actually... okay, that's actually pretty accurate. Now I'm just seeming like a turd. Let's go Super Saiyan. Fire! Super Saiyan. I thought, like, in her regular Super Saiyan form, she was supposed to still have the ponytail, though. Maybe that's an error on my installation, but... let's see, alright, Super Saiyan 2 and the aura got bigger, I know that much. Let's go ahead and get as stupidly powerful as we can. So what other moves do we have? Saiyan Spirit and Elegant Blaster. See, that's where I actually have a little bit of an issue. Because there is a move that is very close to her ultimate ability from Super, the one that Goku jumps over and does the Kamehameha, therefore initiating the greatest Kamehameha ever in Dragon Ball, as said by a lot of people. That move is eerily similar, really, if you think about it, to two moves. The Final Flash, or even more closely, Weekend from Raditz. So, like, technically a recolored, like, better damage version of Weekend would actually serve really well for a custom move for Kefla. And I hope that, like, I think the Pride Troopers, they may have disbanded, but I know somebody's still working on the super amazing Kefla, Kefla, and remastered versions of, and a remastered version of Kale as well. and I know that custom moves are definitely one of their things. I can't wait to see what that does, but until then, like I said, this is the most, like, accurate, like, representation of Kefla thus far. Not bad. Nope. Yeah. There you go. Nice. We just laid the smack down. Okay, so final thoughts about
spice it up a bit next time, would you?
Hey, Sal. Don't you talk to me that way. So final thoughts. The appearance is great. Like, everything about this character is pretty much spot on. The supers are where this character actually really shines. Like, they are all really accurate. Like I said, though, the ultimates, not as much, but for what they are good. I just think that I'm gonna be waiting for that one really awesome, like, next Kefla mod that, like, tries to recreate that badass, like, energy blast that Goku kind of, like, goes over. But you can't admit that that wasn't a cool move. But anyway, let us move on to our finale character, Majin Android 21. We'll be right back in just a sec. Alright guys, and we are back with number 1, my waifu. Well, technically, number 21 waifu, Android 21 in her Majin form. Like I said, for something that was obviously made by someone, this is actually a pretty accurate representation of Android 21, until someone just straight up rips the, ooh. Hair physics! That's actually pretty cool. That's a nice little touch. But until someone actually takes, like, Android 21 and rips her, like, out of the game, like the model, like, this is pretty much, like, the most accurate version that we've got as far as the modding community goes for Xenoverse 2. And we may even get a little bit closer with the newest DLC, because we are actually getting free well, not free, but we're getting outfits that make us look like Android 21 for females. So that ought to be interesting, and that includes a wig, so yeah. But let's go ahead and get down to business to control the world as Ultimate Candy Majin waifu. That is amazing. Like, yeah.
Looks like it'll
Let's
end
go
right
ahead.
away. Where the heck did he hide all of this crazy power?
Up your butt. That's where I hit it. Up my butt.
In this beat.
I'm actually kind of curious as to where Android 21, like, sits on the power scale. Majin Cannon. Majin Cannon. Oh, okay, so it can Majin Kamehameha, but it looks like it's a little bit different.
The likes of you.
Alright, doot, 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 doot. Okay, cool.
How could I
So
be
she
having
hits pretty
trouble
hard.
against trash like
Let's
this?
see how that candy beam works. I think that was from DLC 5. I haven't tried it out yet, so let's see how practical it is. Yeah! Oh, so it, like, just turns them into candy? You don't eat them? That's bull! That's crap. That sucks. Well, I mean, like, it's accurate and everything like that, but I guess it's more designed to give you a break from everything. So, not too bad. But there are some things that can be done for a future addition to this mod. In particular, maybe like getting a little bit more accurate with the looks and everything whenever we're actually able to get the model of it out of the game. Or out of FighterZ, I should say. And I was going to say, a suggestion as a move, I would say actually Emperor's Edge, because it's very similar to one of her like super attacks from FighterZ. Like, eerily similar, like just causes like a widespread kind of explosion just kind of in front of her. Like, I think that would be pretty cool to see that happen, and maybe retexture it to like that black and red kind of energy that she usually uses. Let's take a look at what else she's got. That full power energy wave.
Not bad.
Oh, thank you. And teleporting energy ball. Yeah, ooh, kick to the nuts. She's so evil, but I cannot stay away.
Carried away, huh?
I was gonna say another thing that I'm actually curious about too is I don't think I've ever seen Android 21 in FighterZ actually use like Majin powers, like actually stretching her arms and everything like that out.
Have to show my true power.
Guess what? You're done! Aw, dang it. I hate the timing for stamina breaks in this. Let's see. Majin Ooh. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the Majin Kamehameha retextured and powered up like the Gallic Beam Cannon, or it could just be the Gallic Beam Cannon with a new animation. I wonder if I'm right. It's definitely faster than I think the Gallic Beam Cannon is. I would know, because it's actually one of my favorite moves to use for Ostuni, my CAC, who was awesome in the little mini-series that I did. If you guys want to check that out, that would be great. I'll have a link to that little playlist at the end of the video for you guys. Speaking of other things I've been doing, I have been playing a lot of Monster Hunter World, been really enjoying that. I think it's a series that I've had the most backlogged material for, so there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out for that for a time. So if you guys haven't checked that out, I will also have a link to that in the ending annotations. Hope you guys really enjoy that. Ooh, yeah! Eat it. Oh, well, that was short enough for what we really needed. But, yeah.
All right, I suppose you pass.
You see, the thing about this version of Android, Majin Android 21, is a couple of things. One, I can definitely respect the amount of work that was put into this to make a lot of things work. The hair physics is one thing. The tail's actually something else that's pretty impressive to me, because I can't think of a fighting style that actually kind of incorporates all that stuff. Maybe Frieza's, but I kind of doubt it. But the moves are also pretty decent. I would only recommend like not getting rid, or actually getting rid of Solar Flare, and maybe replacing it with like the Emperor's Edge thing that I talked about. And also another couple of suggestions, there are other forms to consider, which would actually give you the ability to play with a few more moves to like maybe make custom ones or something like that. For instance, good Android 21, because that's a thing in FighterZ, or Android 21 with Cell Absorbed, where she turns a little bit more purple and she gets like the little like spots on the sides of her face, kind of like Cell does. That's two things to kind of consider for maybe a expansion upon this. But I will say, if you wind up doing that, I'm gonna try my best to remember to actually post this to your actual mod page. I would recommend if you did that, I would like upload it as a separate mod as an update, just so people could actually see it. Because I know that even if you do an update on a mod, like it doesn't get pushed to the front of like the page or anything like that, pushed to the front of the website. This way, people will know it's something new. Like you put some new stuff into it, and they won't just in the like the additions and the update will get lost in the shuffle of everything else. But anyway, rambling over, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to know when the next episode is coming out. And question of the day, let's see. Well, this is pretty easy. Out of the three of these characters, which one do you think is most waifu material? I have to say personally, for a while for me, it was Kefla, but then again, there's a lot to like about Android 21. She is pretty powerful. Not to say that Kefla isn't. She's got a unique look to her in both her base and transformed forms. And I'm actually pretty decent with her in FighterZ. So I would definitely have to say that until Kefla probably comes to FighterZ at some point. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to know when the next episode is coming out. Check out the Jiren Invasion Saga. I put a lot of work into making that little mini-series. I would really appreciate if you guys took a look at that. And also Monster Hunter World, because that's going to be a series that's going to be going for a pretty good bit of time on this channel. And I hope you guys enjoy that. But this is going to be the end of the break for Xenoverse 2 Parallel Quest with mods. In fact, you guys will probably get 3 this week. So, thank you guys for watching. So, Ostuni, signing out. Yeah!